Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Sean. Today we're talking about Serperior, one of, I think, the best stars right now. And we're going to talk about, you're mainly going to always be running Contrary, that's the main reason. Terrastellar, then you can kind of be a bit, do a kind of what you want. You can run like Focus Sash, if you want to live a hit. You can run Life Orb if you're more offensive. I think Choice Specs is also an interesting option if you want to do a ton of damage. But you've also got more defensive items. You got your Citrus Berry, I think is a good one. You got Assault Vest. Kind of go into more. I think Assault Vest's actually really good, but I think we'll start with just saying Citrus Berry is kind of being a good starting point. So you're almost always going to be running Leaf Storm, then Terra Blast with Stellar, and even just good normal type damage. And then I actually think Dragon Pulse is by far the best one. Then you got like Protect. I think that's going to be your best set. There are other types. You could run Glare, you could run Helping Hand, Giga Drain. There's a few others, but I think Dragon Pulse is by far the best, and that's what you should be running. You're going to want to be investing into your speed, special attack. You're probably going to be snowballing special attacks. You can kind of run either a speed boosting or a special attack boosting. But the main thing is, with that Contrary, you can use Pokemon with like Grimmsnarl to help your Leaf Storm boost, specifically with Fake Tears to not only make you bulkier if you need to, but hit opponents and just make a bit annoying. You can also use Parting Shot to boost its special attack as well by one stage. But you've also got Pokemon, let's say like a fast Eerie Impulse user like Jolteon, that you could even pair with it to use Eerie Impulse to boost it even more. Say like your Serperior is hitting 181, you're just going to have to get your Jolteon to hit 182 to outspeed, and you can Eerie Impulse and boost it even more. That's kind of your goal, is kind of your Serperior start to snowball, get some bulk with like some screens you could do with like some Light Skin Reflect, get some bulk, and it's really going to be a bulky Pokemon that has a high special attack that can start Snowball, especially going to like all the Ursalunas that are around, Ursalunas being a top Pokemon. That's the thing you gotta keep them out, and it is not going to be taking Leaf Storms very well. But you've also got, the main problem is going to be your Chalon, which doesn't want to really take a Dragon Pulse either, but most are running Terra Fairy to avoid that, and for that you've got Terrastellar, Terra Blast. So I think actually another Chalon's not a bad Pokemon by any means. You've also got all the Psy Spam, which may sound bad, but I do think if you, say, can boost up your special defense stuff, it could not be the worst, especially if it's like the Hatterene variant, I think is going to be a bit popular. Like, I think you can deal with a bit more. Overall, I think Serperior has some good matchups into the format, especially with all the Trick Room featuring Ursaluna Blood Moon. If I'd build a team around, I'd probably add definitely something like Grimmsnarl here, give it this, a Light Clay, and kind of just build around this getting a more bulky. You're going to start snowballing. You're going to want other Pokemon to kind of help it. I'd say Pokemon that are like following users are also pretty nice. Say maybe a Clefable is another one that you could run. You could run more Fake Tears using. You could you got a few ideas. But really, if you can lower your stats in any way, that's a very nice idea for it. But I do think you're going to mainly want to be supporting it by keeping it kind of safe, letting it boost up, use your Leaf Storms, and pretty much let it snowball. Serperior is going to get better as the game goes on, and that's really important because that's kind of what you need to allow it to build to. You can't just... Early game, it's going to be struggling. So against all the Hyper Offense, I think Hyper Offense, the one thing that's holding back is with the amount of Hyper Offense in the format, it's not great. But I think there's just enough like special attackers, especially like if you Fake Tears your own Serperior, that with enough special bulk, you could be very threatening. And I think that makes it a very good Pokemon right now. And I definitely think that Serperior could be a little meta, like flying on the radar anti-meta threat. It's a lot of Pokemon, especially with all the rain teams that are featuring Pokemon such as like Bastille Legion, getting free boost off that. You've got Pelipper that probably, though, can absolutely hit it to ignore Pelipper. But you got actually quite a few like rain abusers. Like you got Gyarados in the format that doesn't really want to consistently take it. You got Milotic. Milotic's another one that's pretty consistently Pokemon. Neither of these three really want to take it. They're all pretty okay Pokemon in this format. So I think Serperior really is pretty good into like some of those off-meta teams. And specifically, I also think it has some good matchup to other teams. I think Goldengo's a bit of a problem for it, but it can boost with Contrary and, say, Fake Tears to really help it, and then start boosting, which I actually think makes it a bit better. But overall, thanks so much for watching. Please don't subscribe, enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.